The kids having adventure genre of the 1980s was totally my jam. E.T., The Goonies, The Monster Squad all were in heavy rotation inside my VCR. So it's baffling to me why I'd never even heard of 1988's Pulse, which, if I'd been in an area where it was released, I would have loved it to death. However, now I'm a jaded old man, but I've got Pulse on Blu-ray, so let's give it a shot. Aside from the title, something about these opening moments tells me that this movie has to do with electricity. Cliff DeYoung, in a rare starring role for the character actor, plays the divorced father of David, played by Joey Lawrence. Whoa. Who has come to stay with his dad for a while. The neighborhood they're living in, though, has been having some problems as of late, including the death of a neighbor via mysterious circumstances. One night, while left home alone, some weirdness with the VHS rental of Starman leads to some other electronics in the home acting oddly, including a TV that won't turn off and then eventually burns out. Luckily, the guy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High is a local TV repairman now and is here to help.
Pulses, they're called.
So, what are you saying? Are you saying that I should call the electric company?
Well, no. See, in order to melt a switch like this, in my opinion, take a couple thousand volts at least. And if the electric company ever burped that loud, blow every damn circuit breaker in your house. Like that.
Then I don't understand.
Hey, join the club.
David becomes curious about what happened to the dead neighbor, and that's when another Lawrence shows up, Exposition Lawrence, to give some much-needed backstory.
One day, we were all around after school, and we started to hear all this yelling and screaming. The police came in the ambulance, and nobody knew what happened. Some of the kids said he must have murdered her. Did he? What's your name? David. So what happened? She was washing the dishes. She turned on the garbage disposal, and there was something stuck in it. It was this metal thing. It wasn't even a knife or a fork. Some kind of metal thing. And when she turned it on, it shot that metal thing right up into her face. Shot it up just like a gun. Isn't that bad? It shot it up right through her eyeball.
David soon learns that electricity is trying to kill them. But of course, who is going to believe such nonsense from a child? I'm a sucker for 1980s electricity effects. Movies like Back to the Future and Big Trouble in Little China have these great-looking moments in them, and you can add Pulse to that list. And much like House, I'm thrilled that there's really no explanation for the events that happen in Pulse. While there is a spooky old man who does seem to know some things, it's never really revealed why he knows what he knows, or what the origin of this evil electricity is.
Spooky, ain't it? Did it talk to you? The voice in the wires.
No one goes to the Hall of Records and uncovers the big secret. It's just electricity that wants people to die. I'm fine with this. Granted, the movie cheats a little in that electricity is controlling some things it has absolutely no way to control, like, say, shower doors, for example, but sometimes when a movie has a good idea, you just have to look past its plot holes and have fun with it. While available on Blu-ray, this is a cheap, bare-bones release from Mill Creek Entertainment, which seems to be where Columbia Pictures is dumping their catalog titles these days. It's a shame there's no extra features here because I'd love to know something, anything, about this film's production. Paul Golding, who is the writer and director, also wrote the script for Beat Street, and is credited with making a short film with George Lucas during their days at USC. There are stories here that need to be told. Pulse is very much a Spielberg-esque kids' adventure kind of thing, but it's also a very slow burn. In some ways, it plays like a Final Destination film, but like I said, without any explanation whatsoever. As an inexpensive Blu-ray, though, you should definitely add it to your movie night one evening. And while the image quality is a little smeary at times, you can't beat picking this one up for less than $5. Absolutely worth it.